Hey, how's it going? I'm Stephen Buckley, as he just mentioned. And I'm a student at Boston College, coming in on my last year now. Yeah, so yeah, and people are trying to ask me the hard questions now. A lot of people are, saying after graduation, what do you want to do? Some people are just pointing out at me in crowds and being like, what are you good at? So, it's a rough time. But I finally came up with the answer a few months ago, actually. I was looking around at some of my friends, and a lot of them are going into selling their souls for money, and some of them are going into trying to get famous by standing next to famous people. And I found a small group of them are actually like joining Red Cross and like Doctors Without Borders, and I thought, wow, that is awesome. I want to do that. I want to be a force for good in the world. So I reviewed my options, and I tried to find a niche that was like, no one knows about it, but it needs help. And I've decided I'm going to become a lawyer for giant apes. Because, you guys see the glamorous version, like Hollywood, like King Kong. And that guy has everything. He's got a small island in the Pacific, and like these savage people who do, sacrifices once a month of virgins, and they're all blonde and buxom, and they're covered in hollandaise sauce, and it's amazing. Yeah, but it's not always like that. Like, there's a lot of dirt back there, and a lot of apes that aren't making it. Like, there's no one in between to negotiate the deal. So the savages have never had a giant ape friend before, and they're just putting out like nice dogs and like platters of fruit, and they're like, what does he want? Give him more jewelry. The ape is just going nuts because he hasn't had a good meal in weeks. It's just awful. And I think I could be that guy to get in between and say, can I take your order? And then go to them and be like, he likes brunettes with long legs, so make sure she's spread on the cliff by midnight, once a month. And then there are questions I need to know the answers to, like is there a 5-second rule with virginity? If King Kong spots two people going at it, can he be like, oh, still good, just the tip. Delicious. I hope so, but I don't think so. And then, you can get Catholic Church in on it and be like, have newlyweds tested. It'll cost you an arm and a leg, but you'll know if the other person was faithful to you. It'll be awesome. Yeah, and it would suck for everyone. But a lot of people don't believe me when I say I'm going into, like, weird legality as a profession. Because they don't realize it has a rich history. It goes way back. For instance, Judaism has like 400 commandments, and you can't get past 50 commandments without making up some really fucking weird ones. And I know it happened. Like, they were sitting around one day, a bunch of really old, wise guys, and they were just like, oh great, all right, 20 rules. By the way, they were British back then. Yeah. 20 rules, and we can just run a civilization, it'll be awesome. This is exactly what we need. And they just finished, so like, put it on the wall. And they put it up, the guy comes in the next day, he's like, yeah, I was looking at your rules. He's not British, so you know he's a dick. Anyway, I was looking at your rules, and I don't know, it says no adultery, but I had sex with a tree, and like, it was great, but I wasn't sure if it was adultery because it's not another woman, so what's the ruling on that? And everyone in the room is like, okay, 21, no fucking trees. Can't believe that's a commandment, put that on the wall. And he's like, oh thanks, I thought it was just a gray zone, I didn't know what to do. So he leaves, and he comes back the next day, and they're like, oh god, it's him again. And he's like, hey guys, so, the other day after you told me I couldn't have sex with trees, I molested an apple, because there's no rule about that yet. But then I started thinking about it, and an apple's kind of like a tree waiting to happen, so I thought it might be pedophilia. So I thought I'd come to you guys and see if I had a little bit of wiggle room, or if I could just, like, get its number or something. And they're like, what? Okay, 22, no fucking fruits. Do not lay with the fruit as you would lay with a woman. Please, please. I wrote that. I'm gonna underline it. Put that on the wall. Have a good one. And he's like, oh, sorry, bye. Bye. And he comes back the next day, and now he's not even pretending to care. And he's like, all right, I ate a banana and then I fucked the peel. It's not a fruit, but it's on a fruit. So, what do you want to do with that? And before you know it, you have 400 to 500 like crazy rules about what animals you can and can't have sex with. But the weird part to me is that mixed in with those is like, don't lay with a man as you would lay with a woman. And it's like, really? You're concerned about that? You have chicken fuckers living next door. If you get them back in the same species, you're doing great. Like, you are on fire. Good job. Man, if someone walked up to me and he was like, yeah, the other day I was giving it to a cow. I was having sex with a cow. I just fucked a cow. and then I went home and had sex with my brother, my response would not be, "Your brother? That is weird!" I'd be like, "Dude, we use that cow for milk! I'm gonna eat a burger later and think about giving you head! This is fucking strange!" Jeez, it's like someone was just walking through a barnyard when they were like putting them together. They were like, "You don't fuck that! Can't fuck this one. That one's on Tuesdays, it's good. As long as you're not eating milk, that's fine. We're gonna eat this. But I'm not gonna say you can't do it. Just, you know, just keep that in mind. Keep that in the back of your head." It's strange. It is a strange, strange system. That's pretty much all I've got for you guys. So, sweet.